and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel, guys, on a night where Barca desperately needed a win, desperately needed a big match performance when the pressure was well and truly on, and we had a scare. There's no doubt about that, and it was not it was not a comfortable game by any means, but we've done it. We have got what we needed, and that is the victory. 2-1 against Porto, and what that means is priceless. Barca have qualified for the Champions League knockout stages for the first time since 2021. No Europa League! That in itself must be worth celebrating, and we're going to be talking all about the game. It was a roller coaster of emotions, but we have got the job done. Yes! 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 But okay, I've got to calm down. Let's start at the beginning of the game, because like I say, the pressure was well and truly on, especially after Shakhtar had won in the game before ours there, piling the pressure on Barca at home against Porto, and we heard before the game that Xavi was going to line up with his absolute strongest team, the best team that he felt he had available, and this right here was what he selected. Obviously, Iñaki Peña playing instead of Ter Stegen because he's still out with that back problem, but it was interesting to see what happened along the back line. Alejandro Balde there, not really trusted right now in the biggest of moments by Xavi. Joao Cancelo was switched over to left back, which actually proved to be an absolute masterstroke. But again, I'm quite confused by the right back situation here. Playing Araujo out there, I just don't really understand it still. Koundé at centre back for me still seemed a bit shaky. Wasn't all that convincing, especially in the latter stages of the game. And I didn't really feel all that secure throughout this game, to be honest. In midfield, De Jong, Gundogan and Pedri, with Rafinha, Lewandowski and João Félix leading the line. But I have to stress again, guys, it was a poor start to the game. And I hate repeating myself, and I don't mean to do it every single match review, but let's start a game well. We still didn't even do it tonight. Porto were the ones actually that took the initiative, that started the game better than we did. They had more of the ball in the opening exchanges, and they were piling the pressure on. They were shooting at goal there, putting Iñaki Peña under real pressure. He actually made a few good saves. Porto even had a goal disallowed in that time, and again, we were playing with fire, and we conceded, and it was a nightmare start because yet again we didn't start a game well enough here. Porto taking the lead there, and inside of the stadium it was horrible. It was an absolutely terrible feeling there to concede first, because I think all of us felt, what on earth is going to happen now? Where on earth do we go from here? But the one thing I have to also say is big credit to the team, because yet again, it's taken a goal to wake them up. It's taken a goal actually for us to show some urgency and some intent in our play, but credit where it is due. Once we conceded, we really took the game to Porto after that. We actually woke up and thought, okay, let's do this. And Joao Cancelo was the man that got us back in this. There is no question about that there. It was an absolutely wonderful goal. Pedri opens up the field nicely. Cancelo is out there dominating on that left side, and he really enjoyed it today, didn't he? Cutting in on that right. You can see him there skipping inside his man. He opens up the goal. He's then on his favoured right foot, of course, and what a finish that is. By the way, that is probably one of the most clinical pieces of play we've seen all night long, and that came from our fullback. Absolute wizardry there from Cancelo. And what about the celebration? Look at what that goal meant to him there, to breathe life into our performance. Cancelo, he's a breath of fresh air, he really is. He may be here on loan, but that goal just meant so much to him, to the fans inside the stadium, to all of us here at home. It gave us a chance in this match, and we took it from there, because there was plenty more opportunities for us in the first half. Few there going the way of Rafinha, a few difficult decisions in the final third. They're not quite making the right choice at the right time, and Joao Félix, he had wonderful chances in this game in that first half. There was real opportunities there right in front of goal for him, and it was another case here of Barca having chances, having moments, big moments in games, and they're passing us by. We were not able to take advantage of them in the first half, and we were all thinking, we've seen this story before this season. We've seen it many times where we don't actually take those chances, and then we get punished for it. Would it happen again in this game? And I would just like to say, guys, and just offer up the question question here. Where was Robert Lewandowski? Because time and time again there, we were actually getting the ball into some really good positions. We were putting pressure on Porto, getting the ball in the box in really dangerous, close-range areas. Where was our centre forward? I want Lewandowski there. I want him in the 6-yard box. I want him waiting for these kinds of chances. But all the way through today's game, he's sort of labouring outside of the box there, quite slow to get inside the area. He's wanting the ball in some strange kind of positions. You get in the box. We want him in that area. We don't want him doing anything else. That is simply your job there, to be the finisher. That is who you want in that kind of position. But it didn't happen. He looked very, very off the pace tonight, did Robert Lewandowski, but luckily we had Cancelo, and I truly mean that, guys, because tonight for me, he was everything about this performance. He was our biggest creative threat. Some of the passes that he was playing tonight, absolutely obscene there. One with the outside of his foot, just whipping it round the whole of the Porto back four. Wizardry there with his right foot. And he just seemed to love it on that left side. He really, really did there. He had a lot of freedom out there. He had space, actually, where João Félix had vacated that zone. He really enjoyed, I think, linking up in that kind of position. And I think the two of them together, they do have natural chemistry. And again, it was a case of the two Joaos bringing Barca to life, because in the second half there, when we needed it most, after he'd missed the chances, don't forget, and this is important from João Félix here, to show the character, he steps up, because João Cancelo there delivers the cross, delivers the low ball into the area, and this finish is far from easy. It may be sort of close range there, he may be in a good position that he's taken up, but that finish actually, to open up the body, open up the foot there, to redirect that cross and just use the pace on the ball to finish it there across the goalkeeper, that is an absolutely wonderful finish from a player that is low on confidence right now. We've seen João Félix struggling for goals, struggling there for confidence in front of goal over the past few weeks. It's been a long, long time since he's even scored a goal. But what a goal to get. The winner in a massive game like this. What a moment for him. What an assist from Cancelo. What a performance from him. And again, the Joaos delivering for Barca. But here's the thing though, guys, as much as we all enjoyed winning this game, as much as we all desperately wanted, above everything else, to get ourselves qualified, which we have done, you have to say it was far from convincing. At any given moment in this game, I was genuinely concerned that Porto were going to score. I thought Iñaki Peña actually had a very good game, very solid game in goal. He was worked in this one. We had last-ditch challenges there from Araujo. We had moments of panic in the area, ball bouncing around, not knowing if Porto were going to find the finish. And by no means here is everything suddenly solved. By no means here are we suddenly out of the woods when it comes to these Barca unconvincing performances. But the fact is this. It was an important game. The pressure was on. It wasn't easy, especially again going behind, and the players showed big character, big performances in there from certain players to get us out of that hole and to get us through to the Champions League knockout stages. And what it means for this club is massive there, not only from a sporting point of view, the ambitions that we have there, but you can't forget as well the financial rewards, which are equally as key for this club right now. And those are revenues that we've missed out on for the past 2 seasons. It's a massive step that we had to make. There is no doubt about it, guys. We simply had to make it through. And of course, now we want to top the group. We want to make sure there that we're going into the knockout stage, that we're giving ourselves the absolute best chance of success. Because this team is capable of growing. This team is capable here of improving as the weeks and months go on in the season. It is technically still early days. Xavi knows that he has time to turn things around. This can be the start. It is not the finished article. Everything is not solved here overnight, but it's a step in the right direction. And just a few days before facing Atletico Madrid, we have a win in the Champions League. We move on now together. We move on united and focused on making this team the best that it can be. And what a relief to make it through at last to the knockout stages. Let me know in the comments down below, guys. What's your reaction tonight? What are you feeling right now? Is it joy? Is it relief? Are you still maybe looking for more? Do you leave this game still wanting more from Barca? Do let me know all of your honest opinions here after tonight's game down below. I will, of course, see you soon, because there will be more to come. There will be more to discuss. because these are big days ahead, big games to come for Barca right now. Thank you indeed for joining me, guys, right here and, of course, today as well, over on MORETALKFCB. I will catch all of you soon. Enjoy the night. But until next time, as always, Vejska, El Barça.